Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's your boy Etiforex, the major. I want to show you guys this strategy I've been using most times to trade when I feel a bit lazy to analyze the market. The strategy for boom and crash, to scalp boom and crash. All right, so all you need to do is jump in. You take 5 candlesticks, just 5 ticks, and you're out. 5 ticks, or if you want to take up to 10, I think it's a bit risky if you want to take up to 10. Just take 5 candlesticks, 5 ticks, and you're fine. You're fine. All right, take 5 candlesticks and you're fine. You just jump out of the market. So this strategy is for boom and crash, to scalp boom and crash. Okay, you don't use it to catch spikes on boom and crash, only to scalp boom and crash. Use 1 minute time frame to trade this strategy. When trading this strategy, you must be conscious of the lot size you're using. You know, when you're going through against the spike, you must be really careful when going against the spike. So you must be sure the lot size you're using is not too big for your account in case spike catch up with you. All right, then risk management is very important. Like I said, you must know how much you're willing to risk. Any position you're opening, you must be sure the amounts of money you're risking, right? Then your stop loss. Somebody says stop loss does not work on boom and crash, but I don't think so. It does. The thing is that when it spikes, for example, let's say you place your stop loss somewhere here. You put your stop loss somewhere here, right? Where's your stop loss somewhere here? And it spikes. If it spikes, it will take so much from you, right? Wherever the spike stops is where it's gonna take your money. For example, your target was your entry to your stop loss was to give out just $5, but if it spikes beyond that $5 level, it will, wherever the spike stops is where it stops. So it might be up to maybe $7 or $10, right? So that's the thing. But one thing you need to know is that when it spikes, there's what we call double spikes, like what we have here, the first and the second spike. And also when the market is spiking, when boom and crash is spiking, let's say crash spikes now, when it spikes, it will, most times it might spike a few seconds, because this spike now uses 1 hour, 1 minute, right? So the first spike might come and stop somewhere here, and the second spike under 60 seconds, right? The second spike comes and to spike down to this level, right? But if you place your stop loss, if you spike, the first spike will just close with loss. But if you did not set your stop loss, it will spike down to this point. So now we have double spikes. Sometimes we have double spikes, sometimes we have triple spike. Like this is double spike, this is double spike. You see what happened here? This is the first spike and the second spike. So for example, you place your stop loss here while going against the spike, and you place your stop loss right there, right here, and it spikes. It will close, supposed to close here with loss. Let's say your target was $5 here from your entry to your SL is $5, and it spikes to this point to take up to $8. To this point to take up to $8. But if you were not, if you didn't set your stop loss, the second spike will come and take more, like $6, plus the $10 you that happened when the first spike happened. Like, yeah, the $10 that market took when the first spike happened. Now plus this $6, now you make it $16, so you lose more. But I didn't mean you set your stop loss somewhere here to just spike and close with just minus $10 instead of this other one, right? And also we used to have this, what we have triple spikes, the first and the second spike. The same example here. So you set your first spike, first SL somewhere here, and it spikes and closes here. But if you did not set your SL, it will spike another one. So from this level might take over $20 from you. But I didn't mean your stop loss was somewhere here. So just take like $4 or $5 from you. But look at all this, right? So sometimes it spikes like 3 times under 60 seconds or under 2 minutes. So if you didn't set your SL, it will spike and take so much from you. So that's why I'm saying stop loss works on boom and crash when going against the spike. And the same thing when you are going in the spike direction. If you set your TP, let's say this was our entry, this was our entry. If you're going in the spike direction, this was our entry, and your TP is somewhere here. This is your TP right here, and it spikes down to this point where it is now. Yeah, and it spikes. So okay, this is your entry right here, this first blue box, and this is your target. Okay, so if you place your TP here and it spikes from here, it will take to like this way, it will close. So if your target was just to make $10 from here, from your entry to this point, and it spikes down to this level, it might give you up to $20 instead of $10. So it's still the same thing when going against the spike. When it spikes, wherever the spike stops is where it will take your profit down to. Okay, but if you are in the direction of the spike and it spikes, if your target was here and it stops here, that's the same thing. It's still just the same thing. So when it crashes and meets your stop, your TP, whenever it stops is where your money gonna increase to. Okay, so it's still the same thing. So I think there's need for us to place stop loss when going against the spike. Right, so the video is long already. So like I said, this strategy for scalping, you only use it to scalp boom and crash. And this time the zoom level is, we have this the first zoom level, this is the second. You can use the second or use the third. It all depends on how, if you can see what you're doing, you can use the second. I prefer using the second because I can see everything very well. Okay, and also you need to centralize your charts. All right, so this is the strategy I'm talking about, guys. This is the strategy I'm talking about. Okay, so it's a very simple strategy. All you need to do is just wait for markets to drop down for crash. Wait for markets to drop down to this point, like what we have here. The first thing you need to observe, the window you need to observe should be the window 1. First window here, this is the first window you should observe. You observe this window. Once this indicator, this black indicator, gets to the oversold zone, which is the 20 level, right? Once it touches this line, the 20 level, then you're looking at down here the second indicator window. Once the indicators here touches this level, right? Let me delete this. Once it touches this level and it started moving upward, you see the blue indicator crossing the red upward, you're opening the position right there. Okay, once you open a position, you're taking 5 candlesticks or 10, but I won't like you to be greedy. 5 candlesticks is cool. Take 5 candlesticks and wait for market to give you another entry, right? Or check another boom and crash assets to see if you have an entry. Okay, so your first observation is here. Markets drop, this indicator drops to the 20 level. Then you look down here, you have these indicators also at 20 level. Then there's a crossover. The blue indicator crosses the red indicator to the upside, then you're buying upward, then you're buying. You open a position right there, you take just 5 ticks and you're out. We have the same thing here. Price at level 20. Then this indicator also at level 20, then there was a crossover. You buy, immediately it crosses, you buy, take 5 candlesticks and you're good. All right, every time, guys, the same thing here, same thing right here. There's a crossover, you buy, and we have the price down here. The RSI is below the level 20. You're buying at that point. We have the same thing here. Level 20, and there's a crossover here. We buy 5 candlesticks or 10 candlesticks at most. You're out. Okay, so that's what you do on the crash 1000, crash 500, boom 1000, boom 500. That's how you catch spikes on. Sorry, you scalp with this strategy. Okay, so let me show you guys the settings. So if you're new on our channel and today is the first time to watch my video, kindly subscribe to the channel, support us by sharing this video with friends, drop some good comments, like our video, and check the description of this video to join our free Telegram channel. Chat me up for any of my services. Okay, so the first thing you need to bring in will be RSI. So bringing in this RSI. The period here is 8. Apply to typical price. Levels here, we have level 20 and 80. Then the color here, I'm using black. So if you're using black background, if your chart is black background, then you should be using white so that it will be obvious, like it will be seen on your chart. Okay, you click on done. Then you go back again to bring in the indicator window 2. You're bringing in RSI again. Okay, you click on RSI. The period is 8. Apply to typical price. Levels here, we have 20, 80. And the color here, down here, this one will be white because I don't want it to be seen. Then you reduce this pixel. Okay, then the color is white. Okay, you click on done. You go back again to add the last indicator, which is Ichimoku. On the indicator window 2, you add Ichimoku. Tenkan Sen to Kiju Sen to Sinkun Span B is 8. Then you click and fill this place. We have blue here, Tenkan Sen blue, Kiju Sen red, Chuku Span is blue. Then up Kumu and down Kumu will be white if you're using white background, but if you're using black, then it should be black so it won't be seen on the charts, right? You click on done. So that's simple, guys. That's simple. Remember, for crash, you have to wait for price to get to indicator to touch the level 20. Okay, when it touches the level 20 and you check here, it has touched the level 20 as well, then there's a crossover. The blue crosses the red indicator upward. You're buying and take 5 candlesticks. Okay, so that'll be all for now, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.